Hello and welcome back to the second episode of the Chat with Salvado.
So Kombozelia sent. When I have to find out with my bankers whether the account was
Wama, welcome back to the second edition of the Chat with Salvado and of course Daphine. Thank you for last week, for the likes, the comments, the amazing feedback. It was overwhelming.
Yeah, we appreciate the love. It was genuine love that you guys showed, and we were like this. Today we can't do anything less. Yes, we just have to be with you guys. We are in it together.
And as we promised, we'll bring you an amazing couple. But before we get to it, we wanted to clarify on some things that we realized you people were talking about in the comments. Like what?
The things that
there were so many. There were so many. But the first thing was about
the guys. We are not a therapy session.
Yes.
We are not here to advise. We
are not counselors.
We are not counselors. We are here to share
jury
our
and
stories.
Executioner.
Yes, we are here to share our stories. Maybe you out there are going through the same thing. Don't think you are alone. We are here to let you know that regardless of what people may think, regardless of what you see on social media, so we are just here to share.
So whatever we talked about last week was about us as the Dringies. And we saw some of your feedback and some of your stories. We're going to read them on right now.
Yes.
And reply some of them that caught our eye. Then we shall go into the Nabwiso's story.
Zakapo.
So last week we were talking about sacrifice in relationships and career, and we broke down about our life.
Yes.
How Patrick made me leave acting. And
how she was miserable.
I was miserable for some very long years until I got a mutual ground. We got a mutual ground where we would all be happy and still work together. We invited the Nabwisos because they're in the same industry. But as you know, couples before getting married, you always have something
that you are really passionate about.
Yes, that you really wanted to do. But then you have to compromise because of your relationship, because of the children, the family.
Why are we speaking like they are not around? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Nabwisos. You all know them, legendary directors in the movie industry, legendary actors, legendary producers, legendary treasurers. They are their own treasurers.
Treasurers, accountants, directors, producers, actors.
Matthew,
nothing.
Why are you?
Nothing.
Everything, Chris.
Everything, Chris.
Everything, Irene. So last week, Daphine and I were speaking about sacrifices, and she shared a lot, and the fact that it was the best examples. You guys are here because she was in the movie industry, like 100%. And then when we met, I told her some things that she had to forego. And then she was miserable for the beginning.
I was not okay. Yes, in the beginning I was.
Yeah.
But eventually
she became miserable.
Really?
Then later she said, "Okay, yeah." So she sacrificed that so that she could follow my plans. And thanks be to God, I think we are working. Things are moving on the way we had dreamed. You guys are in the same industry.
Yep.
Is it the same? As whereby you were like, Omani,
you had to compromise.
Movie. Or each of you had your dreams that you forewent so that you concentrate on this.
We met on set as, as actors, and already we were in the field. I wouldn't say I sacrificed a lot for my marriage. I think the only thing I sacrificed was the fact that I couldn't travel the world to act. Because you're married and you're making babies literally every other 2 years.
Yeah, clearly.
It's not every year. Every child spacing is 2 years for us. Actually, last baby is 3 years.
Okay.
But anyway, my thing is I didn't have to sacrifice much because at that point I wanted to go travel. I think I even traveled after I had the second baby, because Matthew was like, okay, it's what you really want, you can go. There was a big call for Disney and they were auditioning in Nigeria. And he was like, you know what, if you still want to travel the world, I'll pay for you. And okay, go, just go. But for me, it was more like, you go and see what it feels like, okay, to leave your family behind. Because I went to Nigeria, my baby was almost a year, the second boy. And when I was there, actually, it felt like, so when I get this Disney deal, I get a Disney deal, I'll go to Hollywood, I'm going to be that star in Disney, and
you have to be there 24/7.
And the kids, my breasts were hurting because I was still breastfeeding. And I was like, okay, I don't need the travel.
We parents suffer.
But I realized I don't need to really do the whole travel, because I'd been to Kenya, I'd been to Nigeria, I was planning on South Africa, and I was like, I need to do this. For me, my push was more of let me act in people's productions. I want to do Disney, I want to go to Kenya, I want to do in the big productions, and I make it, out there. And he always told me, why don't we do our thing? And Nabwiso films, and I was like, and then when do I work? When do I act? So the work will come, and I'm like, you know what? Me, I'm going to chase these things. But the more I chased, I was like, okay. The Nabwiso films happened, the dream grew, like, all of a sudden it grew very fast, and I was like, okay.
It's working out the way you want it.
Yeah. We're getting our own roles. I don't have to line up over 1,000 lines and audition for a role, and I'm getting the roles here. Of course, I audition for the roles, but it's more of
automatic for you.
Not automatic, actually. By the way, it's professional with us, but I kind of feel like, yes, I'm part of this. So
Wow.
That's amazing.
No, I think if I can also add to that, I think that in most cases when you get together as a couple to get married, especially if your marriage is say led by God, you'll definitely have differing views, but I believe that God has brought you together for a purpose. So even I and her, because she did science in IT. And I think a lot of time her mother always said, you could go and use your science and IT and this and that. And I think many times she also sometimes tried to get a job in that area. And I would always say, you know what, don't do it, let's do it. Don't do it, let's do this. And yes, as a matter of fact, we did.
Not because but because for you I've seen.
I had a vision for us.
Yes, you want to try out something. No, it's like me getting a nice job. I want to try out something and see if it fails. I'll come back. But
what are the chances that you will come back? What are the chances that when you go, it will not have.
It won't be too late when you come back.
What are the chances if I stay, it won't affect me still?
What are the chances that if I make it there and I make it big, you won't also be happy on my behalf?
No, it won't benefit both of us. It will benefit both of us at the end of the day.
It's a chance to get no good dako, but to sacrifice. Sometimes, anytime now.
I don't study that.
But honestly, sometimes I don't know. There's something in you. You be trying. But together, like you said, you try here, you try there, you try this, you try this. As a man, I'll give you my example. When I put my mind to something, no matter what happens, you understand, I will follow it. One of the biggest weaknesses I have is I'm a very, very emotional man. And anything to do with my heart can affect my vision. So me coming to you to tell you, babe, I have this vision. It's huge. And it may get us to the next level. But for me to achieve it, please, sacrifice this going out, auditioning, you are meeting people, you are staying out in roles for up to
What
midnight.
if the tables were turned?
One second. And it's there, it is turned, it is this, it is this, it is this. Just sacrifice that. For a couple of
years.
Even a couple of years.
A couple of years, a couple of months, a couple of... Just sacrifice. And when things work out, I promise you, when I am settled, you will be settled, and you will do it with an open heart.
Now, let me just even don't finish, because like you've said, can you hold it for a few years until when it settles? First of all, this is acting. I'm not consider acting because I'm an actress. If God forbids, Matthew told me to sit home and not act. And same a few years. First of all, women grow. We change. You guys saw me as Hope in the hostel. I was very small. After 4 children now, I'm acting mother roles.
No.
But now, how about the pain? I'm going to sit back and say, but honey, I wanted to act like that girl in this year of 20-something. when I took I'm 2014, things have settled. Because your vision doesn't take 1 year to settle. A vision then we know it's 5 years later, but you're still in that vision. Meanwhile, you see that kaviri, so you see vision and maybe, just maybe, I would have acted along the way as your vision also grows.
Okay, as we're still on that part.
I think if I can just interject that, yes, I understand the whole woman's perspective of, yes, I want to do this and I don't want my dream to be put on hold because of yours. But you see, there is also a man. As a man, you know, yes, you have a vision and you're the head of the house, okay? So if anything went wrong, who is your backup plan? Me. Now, what if you find me when I have not put things in place? Am I going to still look like worth of a man to you? I won't. So the thing is, because I want you to just give me that little time, let me set our future in place. Once I know that the ground is properly laid, you can do whatever you want.
But you guys believe that a woman can set the future?
But if
do you also believe that?
Let me answer that. Yes, we do believe, yes, a woman can set the future. But you see, it is like also a culture thing that if a man doesn't play his role, he ceases to be. And that is not excusable. A woman can be excused. A man is not excusable.
Thank you very much. You see, when a woman fails, they will say the world was hard on her.
Yeah.
When a man fails,
he's stupid.
They will say it's not serious. He did not try hard. What kind of man is he?
Exactly.
The pressure on the man is way
10 times more
hard. But you know what? Let me speak for the women. Actually, not just me, but as women, men have to remember, you guys, as we are sacrificing. And letting you guys run your visions as entrepreneurs, or as you run your egos.
Which is also a sacrifice.
As you run your egos to be the providers, we the women are crying on our pillows, hoping that just maybe I should have gone for that interview at the UN and I would have got that big job.
Okay, as we're still on that
topic. But because I can't get that UN job, I'm sacrificing for the marriage. You know, but why should I wait for a vision to grow for 5 years?
When you talk about Kaviri, Ngoye, Bichi, what kind of mind am I if I'm not providing it
the
for
Kaviri?
Because vision. I can say honey. It's a good example because I say honey. I don't want this car that we have in a van because we have an avant. The vision.
But also,
the vision, why can't I just have my car in this vision? That
is the same topic. Different topic, I mean.
I will survive my sacrifice, you know, as you grow the vision bigger and bigger. But that vision grows, you guys grow visions. And it grows and it grows and you're thinking, just deduct for me, okay?
Hold that. Hold There's growing a vision.
Yes.
It is achieving something. Ngolaba, it's going somewhere.
It is growing.
It is growing.
Yes.
If you are still in doubt, if you still have regrets of, I should have gone for that interview. When you're seeing this vision really growing, and in your mind you know, this guy, Abuzako, just something very, very small for this thing to blow up. If you're seeing that vision, instead of regretting what you don't have, why don't you support what is already there?
Can I say something, guys?
To take away your regret.
Take away this
regret.
You guys, let me say something.
And my vision would have been to work in the UN.
But do you know there's having a woman who has a bigger vision than yours? And she actually makes more money than you. We read this story together. There's a lady who was telling us about how she had a better paying job than the husband. So they had to compromise because they were giving birth to prematures. So they needed special attention. So one of the parents had to sacrifice and stay home, even if they had nannies and what, but one of them had to stay home. And the man sacrificed because his job was not, he was paying, but not as good as the woman's. And the woman went to work. But you know what she did at the end? Everyone thought she was going to, leave the man or treat him or disrespect him or treat him in a weird way. But she didn't. What she did is every time she got her salary, she took it directly to the man for the man to plan all of it.
All right.
But no.
What was the man's vision?
to take the woman's money and make her living.
But
Wasn't a vision.
no, that's not a vision.
No, I think that was, you see, actually, they've helped
but-
me. You see, what the man did in this case, he sacrificed.
sacrificed.
It's exactly what
But
women
now you
do.
see, she's saying the man's vision was to take the woman's money.
Olaba!
So nonsense. Guys, be serious.
It is for men.
Yes.
It's very
Yes.
hard.
Just wait.
No, but it's the same thing we
When
do.
the woman stays home, she has sacrificed.
Yes.
Oh, what an
But-
angel.
but
When-
no, the
When a man stays, he's being
A
lazy.
man should not
But
stay
no,
home. No, a man should
but
not stay
you
home.
see, where,
Uh-huh. So if a man shouldn't stay home,
where my example comes,
then let the man
how-
do
the
his
reason I
thing.
brought my example is one, this woman sacrificed in her own way, even if she wasn't working, even if the man we feel like the man sacrificed staying home, but how many men out there go to work and say, I'm giving my entire salary to my woman to plan. That is
that's
that is
okay.
also sacrifice. Men don't usually do that,
They
but
do
a
not.
woman decided to do that because she trusted.
No,
She
why
trusted-
she did
let me
it
ask
because
him.
of the inferiority complex men get.
Yeah, because
Babe,
she felt like
a man
having.
will not accept a
Who,
woman earning
who
more
plans
than
our money? Who plans our money?
you.
Tell us. Ochiraba,
Who plans our money?
1-0. Tugende maso.
Hano wangu ndio. But no. No, let me tell you something. That happened after so many years. It started happening.
But it happened
It
anyway.
happened.
You know what happened?
No, it
Because
happened.
we had achieved the dream. I
No.
told you in the
Exactly.
It
beginning.
happened because
Yes.
I started working in the same company. We were working together. It was very hard for him
Because
to
the
tell me.
vision
Because
has
the
to
vision
go.
had blown. The vision had blown.
Yes.
There was no
But
way
you
to
see-
lie
The
to me.
vision I wanted, other than you are working in the UA. Me, I'm doing my own things. Fenawe to come things were hard.
Nandi kuta
Things were
sente
hard.
and-
Now ngo gamba donors are not sending money. Nga we also suffer. You keep your money, I keep my money. We suffer together. Yet now there is transparency.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to show you receipts. You don't need to show me receipts.
Okay, guys.
I don't need accountability. You don't need accountability.
But you know, at the end of the day, even if you're working together, yes, you know the money that is coming in. I know, okay, we made a deal. Let's say it was what, 10 million. It has come 10 million. Either way, I know as a partner, yes, it's a 10. But still, he's going to get the money and he'll tell me the 5 went to the company and the 5 is here.
It's part of the vision. The vision cannot die because you are making money.
That's what
You
I
need to
told
invest
you.
in the
That's what I
vision.
told you. If the vision is there, yes. But if I also had my own thing running, I would always also bring some things to myself. If someone can just say, honey, yes,
Wait,
the vision is
hold
there.
on.
But now we are
but on
going
the
Now,
to
this
the
is
other
the thing.
topic instead of this one.
We were supposed to
Yeah.
read some.
Jumping.
We were
We are
supposed to
jumping.
read.
Actually,
We were
sacrifice
supposed to
still
read.
makes more
Yeah, I
sense.
think
It's
that is
actually
why
yes.
these two topics are connected.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to read some comments
Yeah,
which
that's,
were on
this is
Facebook.
why I have my phone here. So we're going to read some comments and also reply some of the people that were concerned about last week's topic, which is sacrifice. So let's start with Flavia, where she said, Banang, I need to help Daph on this topic. For a woman, it's late to follow her dream. Time does not get reversed. You cannot be used in a movie as a court judge with a 15-year gap in your CV. Exactly what she was saying. Patrick was saying it's never too late to follow your dream, even if it's 20 years. Sometimes for women, it's late, especially us who give birth. You give birth, you get tired, you get back problems, feet problems, I don't know, blood pressure, I don't know what. It's very hard for you.
But if I want to go back and act like a 24-year-old
Yes,
girl,
no.
You see,
but
that's the thing.
what if I want to go back and I want
Listen,
to act like a
listen,
sexy girl?
listen.
I have
Weight,
a big tummy.
lose weight,
how
God.
easy is it?
There are camera tricks. We have makeup artists
Really?
who
No,
can remove
but you look small.
the wrinkles. Here's the thing.
Wrinkles okay, but
And
I
you're
have the
sagging
weight.
tummy like this.
Remember, every time you have a dream, the dream has to grow with you. You cannot stay in one position because
Stagnant.
you dream of being a
24-year-old.
24-year-old
Yeah.
model. Time waits for no man.
Yeah.
When the period for the model leaves, what if you followed your dream and you did not get that 24-year-old model role?
But why would you keep saying the negative
if?
side?
It can happen.
But what if,
Because-
okay,
you know
what if
First
your
wait.
dream also doesn't work out?
Thank you.
Your dream.
Here's the thing. The reason my dream could not work out, I gave it to you. Me, as long as my heart is in the right place, and my heart is affected by my relationship. If I can sort out my relationship, no matter what, the dream is going to be achieved.
He has something to say.
It wouldn't be a problem if the man's dream didn't work out. For as long as he shared with you and you're not negative, it is okay. Now, if you choose to separate ways, then you're actually fighting yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, what
But
if?
you
Why
can
do?
reach-
First, wait, Daphne. Why do the men think that women's dreams will don't turn out right, and they have a negative feeling about?
No,
Let
no,
the
no,
point,
no,
the
no,
point,
no,
the
no,
point,
no,
but
You're
posts
always
like
negative.
this. You're always negative about the women's dreams. But the women have to be positive about the men's dreams. At
They have to
all
believe
times.
them. They have to support
At
them.
all
They have
times.
Let me ask you a
Oh, honey, I'm going to
question.
make this
Let me
class,
ask you a
and I'm
question.
positive you're going to
Let me
make
ask you a
it.
question. How many rich women do you know today? And this, I'm not being a sexist, I'm not being a what. This is based on reality. How many women have you had telling you inspiring stories? I woke up in the morning, I started carrying bread. I sold bread for 2 years. The bread, from the bread I opened a bakery. From the bakery I opened this. From this I opened that. Tell me the success story of any woman who does without having compromised either her integrity.
Hey.
There are so many.
Give me
an example. Give me an example.
Please comment below the lady who did the first dark and lovely products.
No, even the
That lady did that dark
what are
and
they
lovely.
called?
I met her
The
once.
headmistresses of this school, Nadia Hillside, what?
Hey.
That's how they started out. And
Do you
that's
know
who
their
is
story?
They
I
started,
know
and
that-
there
I
are
know
two
that lady's
women.
story, guys. If you know that lady, she did
The
that
fact
dark
that
and
you're
lovely
looking
products.
for them, they're really.
They are there. Please.
Now, if I tell me one man you've ever had your story, Yatandika Bichi.
Kubanga, you men like
Zema
showing
Maya
off.
Kama-
It's not
In
showing
our-
off. It's,
na-
you want to inspire.
Men have this
No,
thing.
but-
They
but-
show off. They
but-
start talking about their struggle. They suffer.
Because we struggle.
We struggle.
We're on our own.
We are on our own.
No,
Yes.
we're not.
Struggle, but we don't flaunt it
No,
there.
no,
We
no.
don't
Tell me,
tell
I'm
everyone.
asking, tell me one person who has tooth and nail.
Me.
Okay. But you see, just to clarify on the point that
She did very nice products. Wasn't she on her own?
I was on my own.
Hey, are you sure?
I
You are not.
and you want to continue on your
You want
own.
to continue your own.
I was on my own.
You are going to apologize.
No, but first and foremost, to clarify the point she was talking about, you stated that men are always saying, implying that women's things will fail. It's not what we said. But the reality of life is yet either things will work or can fail.
Yes.
It is not a straightforward thing that they'll always work
But
out.
why can't women
But
try?
Let me
Why can't
finish.
women try?
Let me finish. But you see, sometimes you need to look at the opportunity because you see, if you tried something and it failed, the world is not going to throw stones at you.
Yes.
But if I fail, the whole world will, including you. Including you. Yes,
No, that's not
including
true.
you.
That's what you say.
You want to come
Yes.
back
That's
and
what
then
you
we
say
will
now.
Yeah.
That's what you're
So
saying
that is
now.
why.
Everyone
That is why
Trust
at
me.
all costs.
It is part. It is
At
part.
all
It's
costs.
nature. It's just natural.
Yeah, it's just
Okay, think
natural.
about it.
natural
Let's-
selection.
It's a
Guys,
God-given
let me-
thing.
Let me rephrase for the couples. Yeah? Imagine, not even imagine, right now, look at us. He is a successful, in the entertainment. He's successful in the entertainment industry. We are the wives. We're also partners with them and we're working with them.
And you are successful as
We
well.
are also successful because we are sharing money.
We are share. We believe the idea.
We are sharing money
the
and
idea that
vision.
And the
is growing.
vision.
Yeah, vision's going.
But then, think about it. Eh? You're both doing your thing, and you might want to do on the side now. Let's say Patrick is a former engineer, in case you guys didn't know. And what if now his thing is like, you know what, honey, let me still do some engineering on the
On
side.
the side.
Yeah? Daphne, on the other hand, will say, honey, it's okay, try. You're going for this thing, try it. Do la 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 la. But, like, if she woke up, or if I woke up and said, honey, I've always wanted to do like hair, like a hair salon, maybe I should give it a shot. Any man out there can back me up and comment down. He will say no. You're going to invest so much, put in so much.
time.
It's
Your
a
time.
lie.
Your what? No, it's not even a lie. Your what?
Aren't you doing
And at
things
the
on
end of
the
the day,
side?
might have losses.
Aren't you doing things on the
One
side?
more continue.
But how have you let her
No.
succeed in those things on the side?
I have let her succeed because she gets whatever she asks me for. Because the dream I sold to her that she accepted has worked out. Now, with that dream, there is a backbone of supporting whatever idea she has. You understand? She says, babe, there's this idea that I say it's a brilliant idea. What do you need from me? Because it's not my idea. The best I can do is to contribute what I can. You understand? I can contribute connections with my business partners. I can contribute some little money that we have made from the other company and all that stuff. If the money goes and nothing works out and the business fails, she comes back. I will say, we need to think again. Because
Why
there's
don't
a
you keep
backbone.
putting the money and then she gets losses
And that's
until
the
it works out?
No, that's not how business works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you
now
can
you
know
tried and got
the reason
failures.
why you fail. You need to first go before you invest again. You need to first find out why.
Go back to
did
the
it fail.
drawing
You
board.
go back to the drawing board.
Yes.
As ladies, many times.
But as you're doing that, you know very well that no dream yamwe is
Yaputeyo.
bringing
Thank you.
But how
yaputeyo.
many
But
times
you know-
does a man still support you even after your downfall?
Yes.
There are very few men who
Very
do that.
few. I
Especially
can't come and
once
say, yes.
you spend the man's money and your business
You
doesn't
know,
work
those
out.
are people who you gave a hard life when they were trying to chase their dream.
No. At the end
Babe,
of
we
the
watched
day,
this movie together.
If the
Chiki wa Empire bamitani.
Mtaraji.
Taraji. Yo guy yayina box that he became a billionaire.
Terence Howard.
Yeah.
That thing machine, that
acronym.
machine.
Acronym.
You saw what happened. The woman tried.
But
The
that
woman
one,
tried.
we argued.
No.
Yes, I know.
That's an
The woman
answer.
tried.
That acronym, you would support.
But
say
let
that
me
woman
tell you,
should have moved
if
out.
you talk about
Yeah,
acronym,
she did, and
yeah?
what happened?
And then she did, and then what happened?
That woman deserved everything she asked for. She deserved
But
it.
she walked out of the vision.
She walked out of the...
She walked out of the vision.
Just like the men do. You invest too much and then you move to the vision because Chikulemie,
Chikulemie,
the money
it's exactly
has
the same thing.
Because I'll say, honey, I'm
20
starting,
years.
Let me, honey, I'm starting this winery. Will you support me? You say, yeah, how much does it take? Then you put the 30 million. Okay. The main bid, the sales don't work out, it crashes.
Yeah,
Then I'll
why?
come back and say, honey,
Why?
I know why it crashed. Maybe my marketing was wrong, but if you added an extra 30, and I got, the TV stations to run my Kalango, Facebook, status, whatever, I could make extra money. My husband won't put an extra coin in that because I've made a loss of 30 million. Guys, it's true. You will not add more
Let me
money.
tell you why he will not.
Actually, that guy will pay
Acronym,
money.
Olaba,
She
backup.
mortgaged the house so many times.
She didn't have a backup.
At men,
She didn't have a backup. Like for that, we have built our dream.
But she believed in the guy.
We have Shia. Shia is making money. Even as we are sitting here, it is making money. You understand? You're going to come and tell me, baby, Shia tujizimbe
Babidi.
I believed in your dream. I will feel guilty to say no. It is our money now. It's no longer my money. Because you believed in the dream, we achieved the dream together. The acronym thing, unfortunately, the woman was the one funding.
Yeah.
The woman was a worker, an employee of someone else.
She had 3 jobs.
She
And
was working 3
she
jobs.
mortgaged her
The
mother's
reason why
house.
she got frustrated was her money was going.
and there was
And
no
peer
progress.
pressure
The
from
man-
there was no
family.
progress.
And peer pressure from family and all those things. Or she take
And
it
it's
friends.
reality of life. Yeah.
Hey, or she take it. So at the end of the day, for me, when I know we have our backbone, it's there. Whatever dream you have. I tell don't talk. You know, women, you have this. I tendency, muchamuka. Kasamu manya backbone weri. Njagala kola sabuni. No mukola sabuni. Sabuni ono kati. Ngabo atandise. Tena bana kutuka halfway. Saluni yenye. Nengeri je nyambala mbu fashion. Bunkolera. Somebody told me I do nice hair.
Yeah.
Why you take a musente? No kamboka.
But-
No musente. No. Now you have 4 things running. You fail to handle the thing.
Yeah, management
What
fails.
if they are all running successful?
They cannot all run. That is why we built the dream fast.
Yeah.
One step at a time. When you reach the destination, when it's now making money for you, even when you're not there,
And
that's when you can look for another thing.
And
to
I think
do.
also, Salvador, let me help these ladies understand something.
Yes.
You see, there is an old saying that I know sometimes she argues, like Obukade Magezi. The thing about it is that, Obukade not as in gray hair, but it's talking about experience. So many times we men are older than you women.
Yes.
But we have more experience.
Wait. We are older than
In
you.
life.
So that means automatically we've gone through many more things than you have. So sometimes you're dreaming something and I've tried it already.
Yes.
And I know how it doesn't work. So when I see you doing it the way I know it doesn't work, it is not worth me investing money. Maybe I will do so you can see how it doesn't work.
Thank you, but you can see right now, you're saying because we went through it. But guys, have you done a salon before?
No.
Have you done a salon before?
Have you
Have you produced soap before? Have you produced soap?
But what if
you know,
I have,
either,
and it's what you're
first
doing?
wait, and cut now I'm just saying that, in fact, think about it. If that idea I want to do, and it was my dream all the time, you've actually never gone through it and you don't even know how it works. I've done my research, I know the budget, I know what it costs, and I've only asked you for the cost so I can meet it and I produce it. Why can't you support me and be positive?
Okay,
But do you
if
know
I
why?
support you and it fails, what reason will you give?
I said,
I'll
yes,
give you the
things
same
fail.
reasons that fail.
Why?
There's some reasons why you failed sometimes as well.
Yeah.
No, so there are always reasons why you fail.
Yes.
Yes.
Give those
You
same
see.
reasons.
And you know how
And
we
we
work
work
about it.
around it.
Yeah.
We work around those
Let-
reasons.
let
See
me
what
give you
And
an
also, by the way, also, as I might not have done the business of a salon or made soap, but I've done businesses. And you know the business principles
But the business-
don't differ that much. The principles are the
They
same.
can
Yes.
be different.
No.
They can be
The
different.
principles are the
Principles are
same.
always the same.
Yes.
It can be
It is
different.
the methods used
Yes,
to achieve
yes.
those principles.
I disagree.
Yeah?
I think at this point, when you listen to the ladies, they deserve a chance to also try out as you
fail.
try.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if we only look at our sides as the ones to hold the entire house, if you fail, let's say you fail
don't have
4
a backup.
times,
Yes.
let her try the 4 times as well.
There are also two ways of looking at it. One, you might tell me, I want to invest in maybe a border business. I want to own 4 border. They'll bring me 20K every day, and I'll be making 20K per day times 4. I'll make 100K per day. You know, that's your business. And I look at the business dynamics and I'm thinking, this is definitely not going to work. Because of, if I've told you to write down your vision and how you plan, and I see it doesn't work, but you insist it's going to work. So for me, for you not to demonize me as being negative towards your dream, I'll give you.
The man.
When it fails,
Advice.
I'm trying.
Yes, advice me.
Yeah, but will you listen? Will you listen to the advice, or will you
Let us be
say,
very honest.
or will you say, give me
Let
more,
us be very honest.
or will you say, give me more?
Women will not say, oh, tugezeza ko chiganyi. Women will say, oh, nemesa. It is point blank straight.
You know why she will say that?
Why?
It's because I'll say, honey, chiganye. But then you won't say, okay, sorry, chiganye. But then you know
I'm
what?
going-
Let me finish what a man would say actually in actual sense. A man won't say, oh, honey, chiganye. It's okay. There's
Nakugamba.
a koboti. Maybe if you add this marketing skill or if you add this, kenda kiwa gun yakola business wait. Bakuba mentorship, you know. Aja kugamba, no, honey. Tutademo bukadi asatu. We have invested over 50 million. And you want to invest more 100? I can't give it to you. That's wasting. How about our dream that we built together? How are we going to make it go forward? You know?
They actually make you feel
That,
bad.
that you
You
wasted
see-
our
Tried.
money. That you
No.
wasted.
No.
But no. I think you see, normally, ordinarily, if you came with a dream, a vision, I want to do a salon, I want to do ABCD. If I am the one putting money in it, I want to know exactly how you're going to have a return on investment.
And now I've told you that it's going to turn
I'm
like this.
the one talking. So, in the event that you tell me, and it doesn't make business sense, at that point, I will tell you that I don't think this makes business sense because of ABCD reasons. But if you insist, and I want to take it off me from you demonizing me as a negative person, I'll let you be. So when you do it, and the same thing that I told you happen, really, do you expect me to get again and more money to do the same mistake
expect you
twice?
to sit down with me and we relay another plan.
Another plan.
That is fine.
And
That is fine.
No, most men, instead of doing that, what they do is they tell you, Nakugamba, this thing won't work, you know, you're wasting money, they make you feel bad about the whole process.
At
Yet,
that point,
in actual
tell
sense,
me,
you can sit
honey,
down.
what do you think? How do you think I can do better? We will talk. We will talk. But if you just
Most
shut up
cases.
and
Men
say
you will.
No,
men are like
most
this,
cases.
men are
Men you will
negative,
discuss.
men are
Not
what,
in most cases.
then we don't have dialogue.
Okay,
Then
before
I
we
can't
go,
help.
because
But
this
would
topic
you
would be
invest
very
in
nice
friends?
this topic would be very nice to join in the second topic, which is about money. So let's just read through the comments.
Yeah.
Another comment. This was by Ferry. She says her dream was to join the army after Makere, but she started a business and had kids first, and it was too late for her to follow her dream. So for us women, sometimes it can be late, because if a woman can join the army
For a woman to join the army, there is an age limit.
and the age is 25, which is right.
Like I said, as every dream, you need to grow with your dream. Munange, you can't stay stagnant. where in your mind you have a target age, and you say at the age of this, if I have not achieved this, I have failed. You never stop dreaming, first of all. You never stop dreaming. You dream every day. There's something new that you'll be passionate about. There are times you'll just give it up. And you say, Mani, if you're acting because and
you evolve.
However, my dream was to become an engineer. I worked for it from the time I was even in primary. My dream was to become an engineer. I worked so hard. I passed my exam, got telecom engineering, became an engineer, started working as an engineer. But I was still empty. I said, what is happening? I was empty within. I said, what is going on? I tried so many things, even acting. I was one of those people who started. You remember that play, Sarah? I was one of the most recognized uncles.
Christmas, what?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Then the issue of comedy came in. Trust me, every time I would step on stage, I would feel complete. I said, what is this thing happening to me? Every time I step, and that is what is happening to me even up to today. Every time I leave stage, I feel like I have changed the world.
But Salvador.
Then I realized, and this is something I did. It just found me along the way.
Yeah, but then
you understand.
So
some dreams do not stick your mind to a certain particular dream. That I want to join the army. What if you don't join the army in as a soldier and you join as an administrator?
But then Salvador, let me just stop him, because not stop you, but kind of try to say that dreams kind of come. Yes, I could have 10 dreams, but at the point in dreaming, I know at a certain age you cannot go beyond something. And that's what that lady is saying. Because she knew if I go to 25, I can't become a police whatever, I can't join the army. But then think about it. It's now maybe I'm 22, I've had a baby, and say, you know what, my husband, okay, I'm 22, I've had a baby.
Let me go and try it out.
Let me just do the army now. I can do my years there, and then I come back and have a second child. A man will say no. One child only, and then what? What if you die in the army? What if you don't come back home?
That is a
how come me a
possibility.
second? Yeah, but how about my dream? Let me finish. Then you think, okay, have a second one. By the time I have a second one, third, the complications, your back changes, your weight, and you're thinking, I can't even manage the boot camp. I can't do this with the children, and thinking of all these things on my mind. We should consider that some dreams come and go, but some dreams are for a specific time.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
what
should
I'm
be given-
saying.
be given a chance.
That's why I told you in my opening statement, grow with your dream.
People should be given a
Evolve.
chance.
Evolve with your dream. Do not stay stagnant, so that by the time the age passes,
then you give up. Let me say something
you understand
about that.
Because, like I said, you don't have to go on the forefront to be in the army. You can become an administrator. You can go to school, study an engineering course, and then you become the chief technical something in the army.
But what if she gets stuck there? My dream is to go to the forefront.
But
her dream is
What kind of dream is that?
no, let me tell you.
I dream
Guys, talking about dream and age, let me give my own experience. I had a dream, I think when I was about 20.
Yes.
I read a book which inspired me big time.
Yes.
And my dream was to be self-employed at 24.
Yes.
Not to be employed after 24. I was working in a very good organization. I think at the time I was working with Uganda Revenue Authority.
Yes.
I was earning a very good salary.
Yes.
And I think we're going into a transformation where people were being laid off, you reapply, and salaries were being skyrocketed.
Yes.
For my position, I would say that the human resource actually used my credentials to design the person who is going to be in my position. So it was mine. I was definitely going to be taken on again.
Yes.
But my dream was to be out of employment at 24. I had clocked 24. I said, regardless of what this job is bringing, my dream is to be self-employed at 24. I threw in a resignation. I'm like, I'm going to get my
package.
I go and start my business. So I put in my resignation. I got my package. I started a business. I ran the business. 1 year down the road, the business had collapsed. 25, the business is down. I went back into what? Employment. I went into employment. I was employed for another 10 years or so. It is until 4 years ago that I actually accomplished the dream of being self-employed. But you see, if you tag a dream to age, I could have given up at 24, at 25, when things fail. I could have given up. But I chose to evolve. I evolved until 4 years ago. That is when I achieved my dream.
But you know why women tag a dream to age? Because women's bodies change way faster than men.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do,
way
Daphne. Yes, they do, Daphne. But you see what? The reason I'm bringing this is that this is the reality of life. Life does not always throw to us what we want.
Yes.
Sometimes things can go south. But what do you do?
But you know, you can't say
do you
that
give up?
Go south. No,
do you
no,
give
guys,
up?
No, this is
no. But I've told you, in my case, things went south.
Did you dream of becoming a filmmaker at 24?
It was about being self-employed, which I am today as a filmmaker.
Thank you.
But you see, things went south at 25. But I did not give up.
I'll tell you what
but
now, give me a chance.
Film was not your dream.
It was self-employed, it was entrepreneurship. Which still
naturally
is.
He was still acting. But then let me tell you what we're trying to say as women is that our dreams come with a certain age. If I want to be a model at 22, I want to go on the runway, I want to, catwalk, and I can't do that at 30. So you can't tell me
Why
that
not?
I should have, listen, you can't tell me I should evolve with a dream. And then women be there and say me by 30 I should be married.
I think that is the only thing they should tag to.
Yeah.
That is the only thing we should not. We should not tag to age.
Then tag nothing to age.
That is the only thing you should not tag to age.
Then tag nothing to age.
Let me finish. Why women tag their dreams to age is because certain careers and certain things we work with come with certain timing, and that is age. If at 24 you're not a model, chill. If at 30 you're not let's say an entrepreneur who is not even an entrepreneur, because that can come at 60. But if by 25 you're not an actress in a hot role like Megan Good Hot, chill, because you're now fat and you're big, you can't be a sexy woman, chite. So if you can't say women are going to evolve with dreams. Women will go because now my age limit is done and I can't do ABC. But for men, they can do whatever they can at whatever age.
So who sets the age limit you're talking about?
Thank you.
Yourself.
Why?
Because it comes with a body.
No, it even depends on your dream.
That's in your head.
Yes.
It's all in your head.
Age is just a number.
I can go act like a 24-year-old sexy
Let me
person.
ask you a question. You see, that's why we're saying evolve.
Evolve. Don't
give up.
Yes.
Say, okay,
try something new.
I'm not going to be a 24-year-old model.
Yeah.
But I can be a 40-year-old mother. At the end of the day, it's acting. That's why I'm saying. When you are evolving, you do not, I knew I wanted to become an engineer, but did I know the type of engineer I wanted to become? No. There are so many types of engineering out there. There is civil, there is electrical, there is telecom, there is mechanical. All I wanted was to have the title engineer. You understand? I didn't know what the world was going to throw at me. But me, I was ready to use whatever the world threw at me to become an engineer. And it's what we're trying to say. When you evolve with your dream, age will never be a constant.
Yes.
Okay, tell that to a 60-year-old woman there or a 50-year-old woman there who's trying to be an actress or a model at 50 with 6 children.
You see, here's the thing. That's the problem.
Because
in their mind, for them, they want to be a model of 24. Why?
Yes.
Evolve.
Why? You can be a model even at 40.
Yes. This change.
Which after 60
Yes,
children,
you can be
a model.
women comment.
Guys,
Stretch marks, body weight, tires, a model.
Anything can be worked
Julia
on.
Roberts, up to now, she's still modeling.
Guys,
Yes.
Google a picture of Julia Roberts right now.
But she's still in the business.
Yes, she's still in the business.
Acting, not modeling.
But they're all models.
Whichever way you want to
You what inspired you to become a model? Maybe
I'm
that's
not
also
a
one.
model.
No, what inspired you to become an actress?
What if I be an actress? It's always been my passion. My passion since childhood.
To become an actress.
Yes, and I became one.
And you fought tooth and nail.
No, not my body. But because my passion was, I think, at an early age, and then I didn't have anything back, stopping me to achieve it.
Thank you.
I even rebelled against my own parents and ran out to chase my dream.
Thank you. You chased your dream of becoming an actress.
Yes.
Not of becoming a mother in a movie or a 24-year-old model in a movie.
You're
Not
still an actress.
You are an actress, so that is the thing we are saying.
Yeah.
If your dream is to join the army, don't say, but because I am 25, I have missed out this opportunity.
But
you know how many opportunities
but
like
we're
the
not
army?
talking. We're not talking
The
about.
idea.
She's 30.
Okay, hold
It's
on,
okay.
hold
The
on,
idea
hold on,
for you
Patrick.
is to work in the what?
Let me say something.
In the army.
Some
It's
dreams
very, very
have
simple.
timelines. They
Like-
have
like give me
age.
one.
But she has told you by 25 you can't join. So how is she going to
No,
be
you
40
can't. You,
as an
you see, that's the thing.
administrator?
You can't join in one section, but you can join in another.
But
If
what
they
if I
are-
want-
cock that gun at
What
the
if
front
I
line?
want that sexual?
That's what I'm
That is
saying.
what
You
she was
see-
trying to say.
You can
Other
not-
dreams you can evolve with them, but there are some that you can't.
No, you
There
can
are
evolve
some
with
that you
any
can't.
dream.
Yes,
No,
you
you
can.
can't.
Do you know the president of Uganda, as the Bamitani, the defense is the what? It's commander in chief. In case there is war, he will be on the front line.
At
Was
what
you
age?
know that?
it his dream to be a commander in chief?
Yes,
Yes.
when
Yeah, the
his
front
dream was
line.
to be in the army. But
Maybe
now
that
he's the
is
president. But
maybe
he's
that
still the
is also-
commander in chief.
maybe that
So
is also her
when
dream.
there is a war, he will be on the forefront.
If he chooses
Right now, right
yes,
now.
you don't have to be on the forefront at 25. But if you're in the army, chances of you being on the forefront are high.
At what
And you
age?
will
At what
achieve-
age?
But again, you've said,
Manange mutu
you've
yambe, at what
said
age?
if she enters in the army but through administration, how is she going to be at the forefront? when she's
Everyone in the army, everyone, whether you're a
There
cleaner,
can- as
whether
long
you
as
what-
you're in,
you are in the
there
army,
is a way.
you will
No,
be on the
so if I'm
forefront.
a cleaner, I can be at the...
As long as you are under the Uganda People's Defense Forces, you will be on the forefront. Because one of the requirements
Nice,
is
I'm
boot
scared to
camp.
go to the
One of it is
You
boot
are
camp
clean.
and training, gun range, which you go through all those things.
Okay, let me ask you a
You see,
question.
once you're
If
in,
I'm doing
there is a
procurement,
way.
if I'm doing procurement in the army, how am I going to be at the
They are going to
forefront?
take you to training, military training, and you fight, and you don't
By
just
the way,
join.
Yeah,
by
but
the way,
still-
people change. It's procurement is just a department.
It's just a department.
And
Where's
Guys,
witness?
let me tell you something. There was a comment here, and it was about last week, where we said usually when you have a dream and it's messed up, for women, it kills their self-esteem. That's why there's someone here who was talking about when I told them about how I kind of lost my self-esteem during the first years of him refusing me to do what I want. You actually do lose your self-esteem as a woman. So Kato ATM said, Patrick, I'm sure Daphine could resolve her self-esteem issues by giving her a new Range Rover Sport. So let's go to that.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear khakis, please. So, in other words, no, in other words, to resolve that issue, you can,
Replace it with something.
We had a plan of discussing another very, very huge and very important topic, and that is the topic of money. I think we should have this couple next week because that was supposed to be there. But this got very, very exciting. We got new perspective about sacrifices. And I think next week, next Thursday, we are going to still have our cup. I pray they will be available for us to have them, and then we discuss the issue of money. Why is it that my money as Salvado
Is our money.
and why is it that her money as Daphine is her money?
but can we tackle it a little bit?
No, because of time,
How do you
we can't do that.
These people are hungry.
Because it's next week. It's okay.
I pray you guys get time and then you come and you join us because this is a topic that I am sure we are going to both enjoy because you are in the same industry. You see your money. We've been in different industries before we joined hands to come together. So we now know our money. But before, we had some elements.
But still, even now, your money is our money, and my money is my money.
Okay. To
I
be
think it should stay
discussed.
that way. To be discussed. I think we need to
discussed.
come back
To be
because I feel like we
discussed.
need to discuss this.
Yeah.
Thank you for following us on Facebook. Please, the episode is going to be tomorrow on Friday. It's going to be live on our YouTube page. But now you've been watching us on Facebook. We thank you for the comments. We thank you for the likes. We thank you for the follows. It's been amazing having the Nabwisos with us.
Yes. And
Our
yes.
Facebook
Yeah.
page is Just Comedy
Yeah.
UG, and on
The YouTube is Just Comedy UG.
YouTube is Just Comedy
Yes.
UG, and on Facebook you can follow
The
us
Range Rover has
on.
confused her.
Managwe, you have no idea. We are going to talk about that Range Rover,
problem.
but it's okay.
Imagine parking a Range Rover in Timbeja.
One
imagine
step
all
at
this
a
sacrifice.
time. One
I've
step at
sacrificed
a
for so many years
time.
for
Listen,
Range
I have
Rover.
sacrificed for
A lot.
10 years.
But share
I
with
deserve that Range Rover.
Then I'll put my cameras are still
Share
rolling.
when-
Cameras are still rolling. I
Short
sacrificed for
away.
10 years.
We will see you.
Mama, 10 years.
Hey, see you
Thank
after the
you
break.
very much, Kajofa
Bye-bye.
Hotel.
Producer
Adua.
Messi, Wagwan, Shara,
Amazing,
Director
guys.
of Photography. Angel, our caretaker here, she's the one in charge of all our. Yeah,
And so what's
and our guest behind the cameras, Mr. Sewa. Thank you. It's been amazing. Kajofa Hotel is located in Chimbeja, Lugomvu Road, plot 15.
15.
Yeah, plot 15, right here in Chaliwajala. Please come through. They have amazing gardens. They have the best cooks. They have the drinks.
Everything.
And they have very
And the
interesting
ambience.
neighbors. Yeah, because I stay across. You'll see me for free. It's been a pleasure. My name is Salvador.
And I'm Daphne.
And we just want to say, keep it on the chart.